Okay. I just had to put my toothbrush back in the bedroom because I didn't want to mix mine and Jordan's up. I figured I'd sit in here with you two about 10:30, 11. Oh, you saying if anyone comes on live?
Mm-hmm. Says we got an excellent connection. You have to get over here a little bit more. I don't know, I ain't never done it on this computer.
I might not be able to.
I may have to go back right here. Can you hear us, Ashton? He said it's perfect.
Oh.
Loud and clear. Hey, like the background. Cool, huh? That's how they hear us.
Okay.
That's the microphone.
Okay.
We'll hang out for a few minutes, see if anybody comes in. I think you might have to come scoot up a little bit for it to pick you up. I think it'll be a certain kind of closer to it to get it to pick you up in the camera.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna. I don't think it's gonna
Going what?
pick me up. Southern Ohio solid. Been a while for me, sorry. I love you.
So, been a while for me, sorry. I love y'all's channel. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
We're still trying to figure out this live thing, so we can just swing in from time to time. We're just trying to really figure out a good time to
get on and what days.
Yeah, that everybody could come in and stuff. So.
Keep up the great. What are y'all doing?
Who?
Just recently got back from Christmas shopping.
Yeah.
It takes us a little bit of time. We got 15 grandkids and 6 kids, so it takes a little while to get Christmas done for us.
Thank you. We're like I said, I guess everybody knows we're new to this, so I mean we're just trying to figure it out as we go. And the solar stuff. I mean, I messed with that for quite a while, but
Well, you changed it 2-3 times.
yeah, I can't leave it alone. I keep messing with it. Just having the time when it ain't. Either it ain't raining or it's just muddy, you know. So it's kind of hard to work in the mud. Normally when we're off, it's raining and muddy.
Yeah, because you wanted to take the solar panels down from where we're going to build the greenhouse thing, and you wanted to put them on the building chicken coop, but
Y'all hanging out in the magic mushroom drawer, I was like, yeah. Experimenting with this program thing here. I just honestly I don't know what to tell you on that one, but
trying to give a different scenery besides our kitchen every time.
yeah. On a hill, but hill is a swamp.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna do a video of our driveway to show you guys what we're talking about on our driveway. It's something else when it's wet. When it's dry, I mean it's nothing. But when it's wet,
we need to probably video it both times.
Yeah.
Like muddy and non-muddy to show them the difference.
Probably.
But it still don't justify people not bringing gravel.
Yeah. I don't want to get into the gravel situation.
Yeah.
If we get somebody to bring some gravel, I mean that would be great.
Or like you said, get that thing that rolls on the truck.
Don't go changing that driveway.
We're gonna have to do something.
Well, the part out there up the rock and stuff like that, I'm gonna leave that the way it is because I mean that's kind of a good deterrent. But from the bottom of the rock on down, where you have to be in there to see what I'm talking about. But there's one little stretch there that I'd like to have some gravel put on. Cause it's like if it rains just a little bit, it's like that red clay mud, but it's like it's got a gel on the top of it or something. It's kind of hard to explain. You don't sink in it, you just slide. It's like ice. And when you start up the driveway, you got to sand it.
And my car wants to stop.
Yeah.
But you've scraped it a few times though.
Oh yeah, I've scraped it several times, but it don't do no good.
Took the dozer down there a few times and made the ditches and stuff.
Yeah, Southern Ohio. I'm gonna hopefully if it's not raining this weekend, I'm gonna try to get those solar panels off that rack beside the chicken barn up there and put them on the top of the porch because we need to start fencing in the greenhouse area there. That's kind of what we want to do next. They're going to do that in like a smokehouse pretty soon too. Well, I mean we got a blue million things we want to do. It's just having the time and money to do it's a problem. Like everybody else, you know. But yeah, the driveway's it's a challenge when it's raining. Yeah, he's something else. And my buddy there now. I mean, they all are, but that there's something else.
He's the one that really enjoys coming down there enjoys working down there. And
Yeah,
playing
coming
with
to
us.
the property and stuff.
We've got 2 of them that come down, but out of all of them,
He comes the most. He's a handful, we'll put it that way.
they all are.
Yeah. He loves to work with me, though. Had to go buy him his own tools. I guess you seen those in that video.
Because if not, he takes yours.
Yeah. You can't let him have a hard hammer. He'll beat something all to pieces. And we got 12?
15
15.
grandkids.
Yeah.
And you lost a few.
Yeah, somewhere. She says that we have a total of 15 grandkids.
And 6 kids. Unless you dropped a few of them.
Mm-hmm.
He can't count.
Yeah, tickle their hearts. Yeah, he's that little boy's definitely something else.
He loves to talk about the chickens and, you know, coming down and working on the chicken coop and his black chickens. But you take him in there with them, and
Yeah.
Lord have mercy, he's scared to death of them.
Yeah, he flips out when he gets in there. He's fine, though. I mean, he just don't want them touching him.
He don't want them coming near him.
Yeah. That video, I just had some like little clips off that last video. I just throw those together and throw it on there, and just to have it on there. Basically, I mean, for everybody to see, but really for us, just to keep.
That, and he likes to watch himself in our videos.
Yeah.
Both of our grandkids love to watch our video. 2 of our grandkids love to watch our videos.
Yeah, the other one, he has to have our channel on all the time, watching Nana and Papa.
He has to watch us to go to sleep. He has to watch us to be in the car.
Yeah, they'll put us on the TV for him. It says.
He ain't far behind us. 1 more to catch up.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right there with us. Send the babies enjoy our chicken soon. Yeah, now the other one, he's not afraid of them. He'll go in there and
Waller around with them.
yeah, he'll get like chicken crap and everything. He play with them. Yeah, he don't mind.
The one that likes to watch our videos all
Yeah.
the time. And then the other one's scared to death of them.
Yeah, Katie.
But he's always wanting to go down and be down there, just not in the chicken coop. He wants to like them from outside.
Yeah. He loves them just fine from a distance.
He says the black chickens are Caden's chickens, Bubba's chickens, and the red chickens are Papa's and Augie's.
Yeah. But I hope to get those solar panels moved like really soon. That's what I want to do next. Because I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter if I move them or not because they're not producing much power right now either way, so it doesn't really matter. So I mean, if I do move them, it's not going to hurt anything.
But you got to move them to get my greenhouse started,
Mm-hmm.
or my what do you call it? Grow pots.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys follow him or not, but Homestead in the Desert, what's his name? I can't remember his name now, but he's got a channel on here that Homesteading in the Desert. Lord G-Bear, I guess is the name, yeah. But anyway, I watched some of his stuff, and he's got it's like a greenhouse, but it's not really a greenhouse. It's like a screened in with chicken wire room. That's something similar to what we're going to do, because what do you call that stuff? The panels, the plastic panels are so expensive. We just have to get those when we can. But I want to frame in like a room and then just screen it all in where the animals can't get in there to the grow pots that we make. We're going to fill it full of like garden beds, raised garden beds and grow pots. Or that's the plan anyway.
I've already started the garlic growing because it has to grow a whole season.
Yeah.
So I've already started that one for when we start ours in the summertime.
Yeah, G-Bear. You watch him too, yeah? That's kind of like what we're going to do. Is the way they built that, just framed it up and then put wire around it. But he put a shade cloth across top of his too. So that's kind of how we're talking about doing ours for now. Because, like I said, you're not going to grow anything up there on this hill in the ground because it's rock and clay mud. So
that red clay and rock.
So hopefully we'll get that done. Just catching there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have pictures from when we first started up there of like our kids and grandkids. It was so muddy up there that when we took it was a lawnmower, wasn't it?
Yeah, riding
lawnmower. And they had to push Chris up the hill because the lawnmower wouldn't even go up. It would just sit there and spin.
Yeah. We need to do some kind of like video of like all them pictures together, like not a long video because there's a bazillion pictures. And I ain't want to do all that,
but like from the beginning till now to kind of see the progress and.
Yeah. Because I have a bunch of them saved on this computer, but all we have is rock and clay. Yeah, that's what they call that shell. Here on this mountain, it says shell rock and red clay mud. Other than that, you might on the grass we have is what I planted. The rest of it was just all woods and forest and stuff. But so, I mean, it's not bad though. It's definitely a work in progress. I'm going to have to kill that background though, because that's... There we go. Now see if you can get into the... See if it'll let you around. I might figure out settings on this again to get the whole...
Nope.
The whole background right now. There you are.
Yeah, I'm leaned up on your chair.
No, I moved it a little bit.
Yeah, I know.
There we go. So I mean, we got 6 people in here. It looks like so.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. It's better than the average couple,
Yeah.
Especially when the internet's working halfway decent.
Yeah, but I think it depends on the storm and. Like, over the weekend it was raining and nasty.
Do a prepper pond. Yeah, we actually thought about doing a pond here. Like I said, we just have to do a video of how the driveway comes in. But the driveway that we use kind of comes in like in between both pieces of property there. It's on ours and the neighbors. It's kind of like on it, both of them, then it cuts over on our property. So we thought about like closing that section off and using our bottom driveway. But if we do that down there where the other driveway is, just kind of block it off, we're going to maybe do a pond down there.
That way we can have ducks and the other animals can use it to drink too. But,
yeah.
But for like fish and ducks and all our little swimming friends.
Yeah. But yeah, we'd like to have a pond up here. I'd say it'd hold water pretty good because, like I said, it ain't nothing but red clay, mud, and rock. So I'd say, and there's all kinds of like I want to say spring heads. I want to say, but they, like if it rains, there's a couple of places here that water will run out of the ground for like a week to 2 weeks, all depending on how hard it rains. Because the water table is actually pretty high.
Well, if you remember when we first set the trailer up, we had to move it because it had a spring head under it.
That's what I was talking about. The spring head there, when it rains, it runs for a week.
And it started to make the trailer smelling musky.
Yeah.
So we had to move it up to the top.
Yeah, I think the videos that's on here from 6, 7, 8 years ago, they showed where the trailer was. The trailer here was down at the bottom of the hill.
Yeah. I think it shows where the trailer was at the bottom, and Dad had that camper down there too when he had that driving camper.
Yeah. WNC Prepper. Yeah, well, actually we are WNC Prepper Waynesville. Y'all remember, I have no idea why. Are y'all from Western North Carolina by chance? Yeah, Waynesville actually. That's where we're from.
We've had this property for what, 10 years now though?
Yeah.
Almost 11.
We're back and forth between Waynesville and here. Just like I was saying, my office is in Waynesville.
But he can bond in North Carolina and South Carolina.
Tennessee.
Oh, North Carolina and Tennessee, I'm sorry.
You in Waynesville, WNC? Is that where you're at? Yeah, I'd say if you're in Waynesville, I'd say we've seen you somewhere.
Yeah, that, and he's probably seen us from where Dad had the tree company, and I was working tree company with him up until he passed away 5 years ago. And then you worked tree company, plus you worked bondsman, and plus you did that building for a while.
I was under the trailer trying to winterize it, and it's so moldy and rusty. Going to fix that next year. Yeah, that's the moldy and musky part. That's one reason we moved the trailer from down to the bottom of the hill up to here on top. We had it had like a little place fixed in. That's when we built the shop. Now it's where it was at down there, but we had it kind of tucked in the little bank there. But that don't work good. It's real shady there, and there's like them little spring heads pop up. I didn't know the spring head was there. I guess we found them whenever we done the dozer work. And that water runs underneath the trailer, and it wasn't good.
Well, you found it when you were going to run the solar from that building that burnt down to the trailer, because you were trying to run it underground, and you found that spring.
Yeah, it's got a good little stream to it after it rains. I mean,
yeah, all the way down the driveway.
Yeah, it runs all the way down the side of the road. I had to put in a culvert, a small one, I think it was an 8-inch culvert right there, just to sort of go across the road instead of cutting out the road.
Yep. Because it made them big old roots, and you had to scrape it.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, WNC Prepper, that's pretty cool. You're from Waynesville too. We actually met someone else tonight that's from Waynesville at Walmart in Waynesville too. So earlier, he said him and his wife watch our channel. So I thought that was pretty cool.
That, and you got to go back and meet with that lady from the prepper store one day this week too.
Yeah.
Oh, he's from Crabtree.
Crabtree, yeah.
I work home health all over, so.
You down there in God's country in Crabtree. You know, that's funny though, because back whenever I was a kid, I thought Crabtree and Fines Creek and all that area down there, I hated that place because it's so far from town. I didn't want to get down in there because I didn't want to live down there because it's so far from town.
And now we have property just like it in Tennessee.
Yeah, well, no, it's worse than Crabtree. Crabtree's down there where the truck stop is, down in there.
I gotta turn this heat back up.
My mom and dad used to live over on Hyder Mountain.
That and your sister and brother both have
Yeah.
property over there. Had property over
Yeah, my mom,
over
dad,
there.
my sister, and my brother, and they all used to live over on Hyder Mountain.
Wait. Charlie and them still have property over there. Well, he's deceased, but his kids do.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, we figured we'd jump on here for a little while the internet was kind of halfway working, I guess. Yeah, small world, I reckon. Yeah. Yeah, we've been doing this YouTube now for 2.5 months, maybe 3 months, I guess. I don't know. I mean, actually putting or attempting to put videos on it.
We ain't been doing the live streams that long now.
No, that's because I don't know enough about it. But
Because we don't know how to work it half the time.
That's just how many times people's in and out. That's how many's here now, I think. I think. So, but I'm still looking into getting a Starlink internet. So hopefully the live things will be pretty good. I mean, once we get more people. More subscribers, I guess. Let's see here. But yeah, Southern Ohio, the pond. We'd like to get us a pond too here eventually down here toward the bottom of the hill, and get fish in it too. Just stock it a little bit. I mean, right there on that curve, we could actually put a pretty good sized pond right there.
That and ducks. I'm telling you, we need ducks, and we need turkeys. You seen how much turkeys cost at Christmas and Thanksgiving? We need turkeys. And we just need ducks because I think they're cute.
But grandbaby, we can't for sure. Well, we're subbed. I will share a link from my channel, hopefully. Cool, thank you. Thank you, yeah. Just watching your videos on your chicken coop. Yeah, that like I was saying, that chicken coop thing, the chicken barn here. The reason we built it the size I built it is I was building it big enough to put for solar panels on the roof, and it just kept growing a little at a time. It's actually 16 by 32.
Well, we did it for multiple reasons. We wanted to do the wood under the front porch thing too.
Yeah.
And then we wanted the front porch to the chicken coop to go off into the greenhouse thing. So, I mean, it was multi-purpose.
And catch water.
And we wanted it to catch the rainwater. So, I mean, it's multi-purpose. It's for a bunch of different reasons.
Yeah. But, I mean, for the very first original reason was more solar panels. But you on Facebook? Yeah, we're on Facebook. It helps. Lord, everything is expensive now. That yeah, you ain't lying. That's like I said, like 6-8 years ago, we put a couple videos on here off of, I think, like a phone or something like that. But we started building a cabin here where the trailer's at, and we had to just basically stop. I got the floor structure kind of framed out the way I wanted it, and then lumber got so high we just stopped on that, and then that's why I said we got the trailer. So.
And that foundation is actually still there where we're gonna do the greenhouse on the end of the.
A couple pieces of it, yeah.
Yeah, on the end of the chicken coop.
Yeah. Yeah, we have we also have a Facebook page too, Smokey Mountain Off Grid on YouTube too. I mean Facebook. I'm sorry. If you wanna email me, I can give you my, or whatever. I can send you a link to my personal Facebook page. I don't mind doing that either. I think my emails, I can leave it in here, but it should be on the page information or whatever. My wife can never see those, or I'll be a busy fella. Why is your wife wanting chickens and stuff too there, WNC? If we can ever get the fence built down here, we're going to get some goats and stuff, but just getting that fence built's the next thing. I'll try and find you. Yeah, it's right there. Just go on Smoky Mountain Off Grid on Facebook. It's the same picture of me and her, just like the picture here on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
In all honesty, I don't get on there a whole lot, but I mean, if you need to reach me on there, you can. There's a lot of people on here from Ohio. Ohio must be Ohio must be like homestead and prepper country, I guess. I don't know. She already has more chickens than I can feed. Yeah, I know the feeling. We got, I think we got about 40, 45. And I'm going to get a few more because eventually I'm going to start thinning these red ones out. These Isa Reds or Isa Browns, whatever you want to call them.
But we're going to wait until we get a chicken plucker.
Yeah.
Because we're not plucking no chickens. We're going to do it an easier way. Oh, thank you. We taught you about freezing the eggs. Yeah, you can also dehydrate them. We do a lot of dehydrating ones too.
About freezing eggs, yeah. It actually works. I mean, it works good. The only thing really, kind of the down part about it is you have to let them out, set them out overnight or whatever, but let them thaw out.
That and it takes room up in your freezer where dehydrating them, you can put them right on the shelf.
On the southern Ohio, up north, mostly city people. Yeah. I think a lot of people's like around the Kentucky side there, ain't they? Or West Virginia, maybe. Yeah, the chicken mouth is something else, that's for sure. I went and got 30 of those Isa Reds or Isa Browns, whichever. And I only got them because of the price. I got them pretty much next to nothing, and they're still laying. We get upwards of 2 dozen a day right now still, so.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason we're doing freeze drying a lot of eggs. I'm fixing to put 6 dozen in the freeze dryer right now, so.
Yeah, tonight or in the morning.
Yeah. Maybe wait till tomorrow and go get the other ones.
Yeah, go out and get them and do them all together.
Yeah. Normally when I fill the freeze dryer full, the big freeze dryer, we get roughly 1.5 to 2 quarts of powdered eggs every time I fill it full. And we fill it full every week, so. We got leghorns, they lay a lot. That's what, I want me some white leghorns is actually what I'm looking for right now. I want to mix those with those Somani chickens and make me some zombie chickens. That's what I want to raise, is those zombie chickens. They boss the dog around. Yeah.
We can't let my dog near them. He torments them. He chases them.
Yeah, her little chihuahua will chase them. He won't hurt them. He just chases them. But still, you don't want that stressing them out there. He said he attempted to build a chicken plucker due to the cost of them being new, but it didn't work out. It self-destructed when I plugged it up.
Yeah, Chris talked about building one, but then he said it would probably be cheaper to just buy one.
Yeah, $300. Right now on eBay, you can get the large one that'll hold a turkey for $300. The stainless steel one, and I mean, eventually I'll order one, but there again, I gotta wait for my rich uncle. He's still in the poorhouse, so when he gets out, I'm gonna probably buy me 2 of them. But I was gonna build one, but you know, for what it costs to build one, the parts and stuff just to build it, you could buy one.
That and Chris overbuilds everything, so it'd be probably twice as much.
Yeah, it'd be way more than that, I guarantee it.
Oh.
There's, I need to, up above the chicken barn there, I might fence in some of that and put something on top of it, because you can't just free range stuff up here because of the hawks and stuff like that.
Yeah, they eat them all.
Yeah, you free range them up here, and an hour after you turn them out, you'll be down about 10 chickens.
It took our chickens right off our porch. Can't even let my little chihuahua outside.
So laying hordes kind of hold the ground, yeah. Yeah, some of them, like, especially you get those big roosters, the dogs don't mess with them too much, little dogs anyway. I wish we could free range them up here, because I'd put well, actually have a door that opens and shuts at daylight, you know, dark. It opens in the morning and shuts at night by itself. One of them chicken run or whatever it is. Chicken doors.
But we left 7 roosters out just to experiment to see if they would be alright before we let our hens out. And the hawks got every one of them.
Yeah.
Well, all but one. We still have one.
Yeah. Then we got 2 the lavender Orpington roosters.
They're really pretty, but...
Like a bluish gray looking.
They're really pretty, but they're scared of the hens because the hens gang up on them.
Yeah. But I want to get some of those, pearl white leghorns to go in there with those Somani chickens and raise some of those zombie chickens.
Well, our Somani chickens just started laying about a month ago.
Yeah. They said we got a rat terrier and a boxer. But the hens rule the yard. The hawks are bad here too. Yeah, I don't know what it is about right here, but they're really bad here. I mean, you see one, and just a few minutes later, I mean, the sky's full of them. Anywhere from 5 to 10 of them at a time.
Well, you don't see them till I take my dog outside.
Yeah, take the dog out or
let the chickens out.
Something.
Then they're everywhere.
That's what has pearl white leghorn. Yeah. You want to get about 5 or 6 of them and put them in there with those Somanis.
Somani chickens.
Yeah. I like those zombie chickens. They're pretty neat looking. A solid white chicken with like a black rings around their eyes and black beaks, and their skin and organs are black just like the Somanis, but their feathers are pearl white. Couple of bald eagles. Yeah, we ain't got. I haven't seen no eagles here. I ain't gonna say we ain't got none, but I haven't seen them. But now we definitely got some hawks. About once a week we get lucky, and there'll be a bunch of crows come in, and the hawks won't come around then. But they say to put some, if you free range your chickens, put some black chickens in with them, and the hawks will think they're crows and they won't mess with them. I've never tried that, but.
Oh yeah,
And my German Shepherd decided, yeah.
Once a dog tastes chicken, yeah, they.
Yeah, once they get the taste of blood in their mouth, you're pretty much impossible to break them from it. If they ever kill one and get the taste of blood, that's pretty much a done deal for them.
Yep.
So that's what we have here. I have 6 hens. Gotta find them, my boy here. And yeah, here where we're at, and in Waynesville, North Carolina, over there, they people give the roosters away. I mean, that's how I got all the mother roosters we had. The ones I was going to put in the freezer. Is you can go in there and Facebook Marketplace or just Facebook groups and just tell them you'll take any unwanted roosters. And man, they give me 15 at a time. You know, I think sometimes they don't know you're going to put them in the freezer, but I mean, what else would you do at 15 roosters, you know? But sometimes, I mean, like the white leghorns, you can get those for $10, $15 for the big roosters here. We finally got that nesting box built for that little pen where the Somanis are at. Well, we got 2 nesting boxes over there where the mice reds are. And I got that rollout one that I built inside the big hen house there. And the purpose of that was to build it to where they'd roll out to where we didn't have to go into the lot itself. Just roll out to us when we go in the front door there. But they don't use it. Then I put that, because they wasn't using that, I had that other one I built, was actually going to bust it up for firewood, but I took it over and throwed it in there and they use it. I want to get I had a big cabinet incubator that I made, but I want to get like it took a lot of power, so I want to get like one of the little, not like a styrofoam one, but like a little plastic one. Incubator.
Well, you made a big one at one time.
Yeah. It just used so much power. It takes up so much room, you can't, I mean, it's so big, you can't just move it around. Once you put it somewhere, that's where it sits. So how many, Southern Ohio, how many, what do you call that? Subscribers do you have? Says all but one night my security video caught it doing it. Yeah, I was like, here, I'm gonna have to fence something in. It says, We've only got something so far. Just getting serious on the channel this last year. Yeah, I think we're up to. Let's see. I can look and see. We got 474 right now. I mean, that's not too bad for, I guess, you can just say 3 months. That first 1,000 is, like I said, the hard one to get, so. We figured we'd try it a while and just, see how it does, you know. It's really just for us to keep, to be able to look back on and stuff like that too, so. Because, I ain't gonna lie about it. It'd be nice to make money off of it, but if we don't, we don't. Let's see here. So I can find this channel. Yeah, I see you. Yeah, that's solid white ones, yeah.
That's the ones like what you want.
Yeah, I just. Says the last duck we gave away a couple years ago to a family that keeps her in the house with the diaper on. I got a video. Yeah, send it to us. I like to see that.
That sounds like me with the goat.
Yeah.
I had the goat in the house in Waynesville for a while.
With the diaper on.
It was winter time, so I brought all the rabbits in. We had, 12, 15 rabbits? And I mated them, and every one of them had babies. He come home from work, and I had the whole bathroom and the whole hallway full of rabbits.
Mm-hmm.
Then I had 2 cows in the hallway in a swimming pool. I had the goat in the living room with the diaper on.
Yeah, we got us 2
then I had
bottle calves.
Then I had 3 or 4 dogs in the house, 2 or 3 cats in the house, and then the grandkids in the house. So yeah, he come home to a zoo.
Yeah, we got 2 bottle calves, 2 Jersey bulls. Hello, Arkansas.
Hello.
But yeah, we had 2 Jersey bulls that we bought as bottle calves or whatever, and after we got them, about 2 days after we got them, one of them actually died, but the other one we raised, and it was just a pet.
And then we went back and got another one because we traded one for
we traded that one for
sheep.
Yeah.
And one of the sheep was pregnant.
Anyway, I got home one night, and she had those bottle calves inside a swimming pool, like one of the plastic kid pools, in the hallway.
It was cold outside. They were only babies, 2 days old.
And they was cages, little carrier cages. And I think there's 15 of those lined up down the hallway with rabbits in them.
Then I had the goat with the diaper on.
Yeah.
I've got pictures and videos at our Waynesville house of the grandkids chasing the cows and the dogs around the yard.
Yeah.
And the cows chasing the grandkids and the grandkids chasing the cows. And then them bottle feeding them.
Yeah, that bull got to where it was
It was mean when it got horns.
Yeah, it got good size. We had it let's say freezerized when it was about 650 pounds. Cause we had to, because
it would get out of the gate and the electric fence, and you would smell it burning over here at the house.
Mm-hmm.
But it would get out of the gate
and go down the road.
And it would knock people's trash cans up on their hill. It would knock into people's vehicles. Yeah. It just walked through the fence like it wasn't even there.
Yeah, we had to wrestle it a few times. But it was hanging around the dog, and it stayed out here with the dog. And the kids played with it so much, and she played with it so much that it thought it was a dog. So you go out there in the yard, and it'd roll over and want you to rub its belly like a dog. Just, I mean, the whole nine. And it didn't know how to move or nothing like that. It screamed. It sounded like a girl screaming. Ah! Like that. It didn't know how to move. I ain't never heard nothing like that before in my life.
Needless to say, all the animals we have, I made pets out of.
Mm-hmm. Had that bull knew the sound of my truck that I had at the time, and I come home from work, and I turned in the bottom of the hill down here, and you could hear that thing screaming. And it would scream until I pulled up, got out of my truck, went over and petted it. If I didn't go over and pet that bull, it would not shut up.
It was our baby.
It done the same thing the dogs done. We pull in the yard, and the dogs go raising cane.
Well, my Chihuahua still does.
Well, Roxy, I had an Australian Shepherd, and she passed away from old age about 3 months ago.
Yeah, you had her, what, 15 years?
Yeah, I had her for about 15, 16 years, and she passed away about, 3 or 4 months ago.
Yeah.
She was a good dog, though.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, they all have personalities, yeah. That's for sure. We did have, like I said, we did have a bunch of rabbits, too, at one time.
Uh-huh.
But they're, I mean, it's kind of hard to explain. They're a lot of, I guess, work. We'll put it that way.
Well, at one time, I had 3 raccoons in the house, too, that slept in the bed.
Yeah, she had
with
3
our
raccoons.
daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had 3 raccoons in the house that slept with the kids. And they'd fight the cats for who could sleep next to the wood stove or on top of the freezer. And I tell you what, a raccoon is worse to give a bath than a cat is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she'll take them raccoons in there and give them baths and everything.
Same as we do all the other animals. Now, the goat was challenging, the cows were challenging, but the raccoons, they were beyond challenging.
Well, the bull, we gave it a really good bath. It's over there in the freezer. Well, what's left of it. We got, the only thing I saved on it was the back straps, and then had the rest of it all grouped in the big ground hamburger meat, whatever.
And then our nephew come up here and wanted to go pet the cow.
Mm-hmm.
And Chris told him he laid out hamburger meat and steaks, and he's like, it's right there. And he's like, no, over in the field, the cow. And he's like, that is the cow.
That was actually pretty funny.
So, educate a 5-year-old.
Yeah, he'd come up here and want to go. He'd pet the bull all the time after we had him put in the freezer.
Either pet it or ride it.
Yeah. Had it put in the freezer, and then he come up and wanted to see it, so I just opened the freezer and got a couple of them 1-pound packs of hamburger meat, and I laid them on the bar, and I said, there you go, pet him all you want to. His dad said, don't tell him that. Well, I ain't gonna lie to him.
Yeah, your brother didn't like that too well.
That was pretty funny, though. But I'll tell you, the taste of dairy cattle, so if you got like a Jersey bull, that's what we had. The taste of that meat and the taste of what you eat out of the store is totally different. It's...
Well, when you grow it yourself, there is no grease or no nothing in it.
Well, that's just a dairy cow itself. If you get the beef cattle, like Angus or something like that, it's different. But
the what we had didn't have no grease in it.
Yeah, that's just to be in the dairy cow itself. Like it's like a deer meat. If you like a Jersey bull, like we had, you take the hamburger meat, all that, and make a hamburger out of it, and you fry it. It will fall apart. It won't stick together. You have to put other grease into it, like out of something else. That's like the same way as deer meat. Deer meat don't have no fat in it, but you got to put some other type of grease in it to kind of stick it together too.
Yeah, we do our chickens too. Our chickens. Then we also had meat rabbits, and then we had the...
I said that would be hard for a 5-year-old. Mom and Dad butchered my pet chicken years ago. It tore me up. Yeah, my dad. My dad, he'd get chickens, cows, goats, stuff like that, and he'd let you make pets out of them until he made room in the freezer.
Well, my sister did a pig. Remember, she named it Slaughter.
Yeah.
And then they slaughtered it.
Yeah, we're gonna we do the smokehouse on the hill. We're gonna get us do a whole hog on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, hopefully we'll be able to invite a bunch of people over for that.
And
I
try
think
it
that'll
out
be
for the first time, huh?
Yeah. So I mean, we're gonna do a whole hog in it. When we went to Florida to her sister's house, they done a whole hog, like I was saying, in a Puerto Rican smoker. That's what it. Her brother-in-law called it. It was a Puerto Rican smoker. I ain't never seen one like it, but it was actually pretty neat. They put the whole hog in like flat.
I have pictures of it.
That's it.
No, I mean, I'm just saying I do.
So hopefully we'll get that built first of the year by springtime. Anyway, I want to have it built. That way we can kind of use it a little bit. I want to do a deer.
I was gonna say I want to do a deer.
Yeah, and maybe a goat or something like that, and definitely a hog. I want to do a whole hog in it. My grandfather raised rabbits. Grandma would boil meat, and I would hand grind it rabbit salad sandwich. I ain't never heard of that.
I ain't never heard of that.
Yeah.
Now we did the meat rabbits, but I always made like stews and stuff with them.
Yeah, whenever I do a rabbit, I take in basically the back, the back part. I save some of the meat, like the back straps, I guess what you want to call that, but the rib cage and all that stuff, I just chunk that because, I mean, there's, all them little bones get in your meat and everything else. Basically, you just keep the hindquarters and the front and the two straps out of the back, and then throw the center chunk away. It's the way I do it. Yeah, pound and pound. Yeah, like half and half. Yeah, you definitely have to. You definitely have to mix it like the dairy cattle, because if not, it won't. I mean, they'll just fall all to pieces.
Yeah, it won't stick together with patty in it.
You get the same as tuna?
Ah.
Never heard of that.
Yeah, me neither.
I'd try that.
But I like to take like rabbit and deer and what we do, bear.
Yeah.
And stuff like that, and make jerky out of it.
Yeah,
make a bunch of different kinds of jerky.
There's a guy I work with. He showed up one night about 2 o'clock in the morning, beating on the door. Well, I wanted to know if I wanted some bear meat. And the me and her got out of bed and said, yeah, we'll take it. And he walked in with the whole shoulder, the whole leg. He just basically just chopped it off the bear. He's a bear hunter.
And we was up all night.
Was up like 6, 7 o'clock next morning stripping that meat off that bone.
And then we had to go to work.
Yeah, then had to go to work. Had to be at work.
Yep.
But if you cook bear meat right, it's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
If you slow boil it, like, if you don't, it's like chewing on a spare tire off your car.
Put it in a stew overnight.
Yeah. It's actually really good that way.
Yeah. We need someone to get us a bear.
Yeah.
Ashton?
But yeah, the rabbits, I still got a bunch of rabbits in the freezer too. I'd do them, I'd put them in the freezer probably anywhere like 10 to 15 at a time.
Well, there for a while you were doing more than that because I made it too many of them.
Yeah. But in all honesty, like, we got a Go Grocery in Waynesville, and you can go to that Go Grocery and you can buy a whole rabbit. The whole rabbit skin and everything in a little clear plastic bag. It's froze for $4. I mean, so. What does bear meat taste like? It's kind of. I want to say, really, it's kind of like a gamey roast. You know what I mean? It's not say deer meat gamey, but it's.
Yeah, it's different than deer meat.
Yeah, it's definitely different than deer, but it's kind of hard to explain. To be honest with you, it's good. Don't get me wrong, but it's kind of like a.
You have to cook it right for it to be good. If not, it ain't no good.
Yeah, if you got to slow boil that stuff, but in all honesty, it tastes like a roast to me.
Yeah.
It tastes just like a regular roast to me if you do it right. If you slow boil it, like put it in a crock pot. Let it go all night and all the next day until the next evening when you get ready to eat supper or whatever.
And do it on low.
Yeah. Yeah, keep it on low and just let it go. And, mix in the other stuff like potatoes and carrots and
yeah.
whatever. I always put like kind of like a goulash. In mine, I put corn, I put green beans. I mix all kinds of crap in mine.
Well, sometimes you do. If I make it, I just put like carrots
Yeah.
and potatoes, and sometimes what do you call it?
He said, "Wife says, let your wife explain." It's probably needs to, but it's like it's a different taste. It really is. It's to me, it tastes just like a regular beef, like a roast. To me, it does, but it's like a gamey tasting. You know what I mean? It's a little different. I mean, it's really good. I like it. It's pretty good.
If you slow cook it, it's good.
Yeah. The only thing I don't like is like raccoons. My daddy used to eat old mud turtles. I've seen some of the biggest turtles I've seen in my life. My daddy would take a hammer and a chisel and stuff and break the shell and get that turtle out and eat it.
Ew, I've never had turtle.
Mud
I've never
turtle.
had raccoon either.
And squirrel. I don't much care for squirrel neither. Squirrel ain't nothing but a rat.
I ain't never had a squirrel neither.
Yeah, bear's very greasy. That it is. That's
yes,
what I'm saying.
Yes.
But if you do, like I was saying, if you slow boil it and stuff, it's not that bad though. It's not that bad greasy. But like I say, if you try to fry it or something like that, it's just like
rubbery.
Yeah, just like you got a whole frying pan full of grease
and rubber and
hard
tendons.
To eat. It's got a lot of like most of the meat's kind of like the legs and shoulders and stuff's like tendon. You know what I mean? It's like kind of hard to explain for me. I don't know the proper terminology. I'm just a redneck boy from Western North Carolina, so.
But I think the trick to that is, you know how when you do the deer and the rabbit and stuff, and you put them on ice and you make the muscles relax or whatever. What do you call it?
I don't know, but that's actually a technique I need to start doing though. Like what she's talking about is when you kill something or when you dispatch something. I don't know if you're supposed to say that on YouTube or not, but when you dispatch something like rabbits or chicken or anything, put it on ice for like overnight or whatever, something like that.
24 hours, yeah.
And that lets the meat settle down before you bag it up and put it in the freezer.
Well, it makes their muscles relax.
Yeah.
Where they tense up when they get killed, they relax the muscles.
Yeah. And it just ain't so tough.
Yeah.
But I do know that bear meat's got a lot of looks like a lot of tendons in it. So it's kind of hard to get all cut up decently anyway. Soak it in buttermilk for a day. Taste the game. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, when you gonna bring us a bear and a deer, Ashton? You're supposed to be coming down hunting the property, getting us one.
Yeah. Arkansas pressure. I love soft shell turtle.
I ain't never had turtle.
Yeah, these things up here, WNC Prep there probably knows what I'm talking about. But like a lot of the old nasty water used to run by the Champion and stuff like that. French Broward, they used to catch some big turtles out there, big old snapping turtles, mud turtles. And I mean, I've seen some huge turtles come out there. And them old men that catch them turtles out there, they'd take them up there to my daddy.
I do think some of the rabbit tastes like chicken too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that rabbit, I mean, honestly, it does. It tastes just like chicken to me too.
Mm-hmm.
Just I don't like keeping the back section. Like I said, I take the back straps out of the meat, or out of the back, the meat out of the back, and then like the rib cage and stuff like that. I don't keep none of that because all them little bitty bones. If you try to boil it,
every one of them bones out.
Yeah, it just fills your meat completely full of bones. So I don't keep none of that. Once I dispatch them, I cut what I want off and I chunk that part.
I've never had squirrel neither.
Squirrel tastes the same. Good. I ain't never cared for squirrel now. They say everything tastes like chicken, but squirrel didn't taste like chicken.
I've never had squirrel.
And my daddy said that was the closest thing to rat meat you'll ever get. And my daddy would eat
anything,
just to keep us PG. My dad would eat a dog turd if you rolled it in flour, He didn't care. He's just an old timer that. Any kind of meat, I don't care what it was. When you went to my daddy's house and you eat and he was cooking and it was meat, you better ask what it was or where it come from. Because there ain't no telling what you're going to eat.
Ashton can probably verify that.
Yeah. Ashton knows exactly what I'm talking about. He kept like a 3 or 4 freezer bags in the freezer all the time with pig nuts in it. It does, I swear. I might try squirrel again. There's plenty of squirrel here. I might try one against. I mean, you know, if the world turns to crap, we'll have to eat whatever we can get a hold of. So.
Right.
And there's a lot of squirrel running around. They eat squirrel and hawks, I guess.
It's illegal to kill them.
If the world turns to crap, who's going to care?
Well, yeah.
That'd be just a big ass chicken, is all it'll be.
True.
So. So maybe we can get Ashton here. That's what I figured. Yeah. So maybe if we can get Ashton on here to come down here and help me put these solar panels on top of this thing, I start framing up this the grow. I ain't gonna call it a room. I ain't gonna call it a greenhouse. I'm gonna call it a grow.
My grow barrows.
A grow cage. Big ass chicken for sure. Eat the young squirrel, tender fried.
We'll have to try that.
Yeah. Well, now I'll tell you though, I've eat some chickens that was like chewing on a rubber tire. You know what I mean? Because my dad would keep them things until they was old as dirt, and then he'd try to kill them and eat them. Of course, I mean, that's how we grew up. You know, when it comes supper time, he'd go out in the yard and he'd grab one and wring its neck. Take it in, bring it in the house. My mom would plug it.
That takes forever.
Yeah, she'd do it. Boil water in the stove in a pot.
And then soak it and pluck
soak
it.
it and plug it. Plug it right there,
soak
yeah.
it and pluck it.
And then after she got it all plucked, she'd hold it in the zinc and wash it off good. And then hold it outside, get it like a piece of newspaper, roll it up. And then take it outside and light that newspaper with a match and burn it.
Singe it.
And then burn all the hair and stuff off that chicken.
Singe the hair off.
Yeah, it's the way you fix it.
Yeah.
It's in the way you fix it. Now I'd say a hawk would be a gamey tasting chicken now for sure. Hey, has either one of y'all ever eat a guinea? I've been wondering. They say that meat in a guinea is blue. Now I don't know. I've never.
They're so small you'd have to eat like 10 of them.
Cook old squirrel in a pressure cooker, yeah.
Yeah, we have a pressure cooker. Rosalie gave me one. Actually, I need to do that bacon in it and the potatoes and stuff.
Yeah. She's fixing to do a video on canning baking.
Yeah.
Bacon. I said baking, it's bacon. She's going to can bacon. Should be good for years.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to do that here pretty soon. We've been buying up some bacon at the stores to get enough to can.
Yeah, because if you're going to do it, you might as well do
do enough
4
to
or 5
last.
packs. I mean, because if not, it's wasting your time.
But I've always wondered what a guinea fowl, guinea bird. I always wondered what one of those tastes like.
We need some of that. Make them the ones that
That's
eat
one
the
thing
ticks.
that's one thing my daddy would not eat is a guinea, and I don't know why, but he said he would not eat a guinea, and I've seen that man eat just about anything that walked and crawled.
Ain't that them little bitty birds that eat the ticks?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to eat a bunch of them.
No, they're big as a chicken. A guinea?
A guinea?
They're big as a chicken, yeah.
What are them little bitty ones?
Quail?
Quail.
Oh.
Quail's the one I'm thinking of that would take a whole bunch to eat.
Yeah. Yeah, quail. Now, quail's meat's good. It just tastes just like chicken.
But you gotta eat a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Squirrel and dumplings?
Squirrel and dumplings, yeah.
Never had it.
Yeah, I've had that. I just never cared for it. That's how my daddy fixed it. Squirrel and dumplings. That's exactly how he fixed it. And the rabbit was always fried. Fried rabbit.
I had like deer and bear, but I never had like any other like wild animals. We did more like, but I lived in Florida too. We did more like gator and
That stuff's nasty. Alligator meat.
I like it.
Yeah, I don't like it. That
Gator and manatee and frog legs and
need to raise some more quail. You raise? Yeah, no, that's what I was getting ready to say. I raised a bunch of them. I actually turned them loose on Carl's Mountain up there.
yeah, we need some more of them, Ashton. And tell him that we need turkeys and ducks.
Hey, a lot of people like duck eggs too. I mean, but I think ducks are just nasty. You can't, like your cages and stuff like that. They just nasty.
Let them go in the pond. Let them run them loose.
It's kind of hard to do when you ain't got a pond.
We need one.
Maybe after we get a pond.
Yeah.
The best we can do right now is a 5-gallon bucket.
No.
Fill it full of water and let them go at it.
No. As our grandson would say, no. Possum?
I did try possum, yeah.
I've never had possum neither.
I thought it was pretty nasty. No ducks get geese.
Oh, I never thought of geese. Ducks are cuter though. Where was it? We were somewhere and I wanted to bring some ducks home. Out of the lake somewhere.
Oh, I don't remember. You won't bring everything home. He said Bargain Barn in Newport used to have best price on boxes of bacon, 10 pounds for $30.
Hey, we got to check that out.
Yeah, we'll have to go by there. We go through Newport a lot. I mean, just to be honest with you, I don't know where Bargain Barn is, but we do come through Newport when we go back and forth.
Yeah, we'll have to check that out though.
Eggs are good. What, quail eggs, Ashton? Man, them things lay eggs when they're
He's saying geese, honey. I think he's saying geese eggs. Because he said no ducks get geese.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Daddy used to feed him goose eggs.
So I think he's
saying... Them things right big. I mean, they're huge. A goose egg?
So I think that's what he's saying geese. See?
Yeah. That's what Daddy used to feed him, geese eggs. He'd have to go get them, then my daddy cook them for him.
We tried duck eggs. Great to bake with, but man, it tore the white and I out for 3 days bad.
Too much protein?
Ooh.
Yeah, it'd probably get me then. Of course, I don't need the protein. I'm going to do my weightlifting thing. Get all buff up during the winter, so I need the protein for the eggs.
Uh-huh.
The only weights I'll be lifting is them Red Bulls.
Are the people you go chase.
Yeah. Them Red Bulls will tear you up, boy. You gotta watch that stuff.
You shouldn't be drinking them anyhow.
Somebody got to.
Don't mean you got to.
I'm gonna buy stocks in the company.
No, you ain't. I'm gonna shut that down.
They say duck meat. Honestly, I've never had duck meat. Just to be honest with you. I've wanted to go like the Chinese place and try it. Colored geese eggs on Easter.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
That'd be pretty neat. But now I'll tell you, if you get the wrong goose, or gander, whatever you want to call it, the rooster, the gander, I guess is what you call a male goose. It won't flock you. It'll bite the crap out of you. It'll pinch you with its beak.
Then it'd be just as bad as that darn donkey.
Yeah,
that's the only thing I don't want is a donkey.
They'll pinch the piss out of you too.
I don't want a donkey.
They'll bite you. Well, it's kind of like biting, but they'll pinch you with their beak.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that. I don't want nothing that's mean.
Here's greasy and tough. I don't know. They got them. I can't remember what kind of duck they're called, but they kind of look weird. Got a real long neck on them. That's the ones the Chinese restaurants like to cook. Peking or whatever, I guess. Duck or whatever it is. I've always wanted to try one if it's cooked right. It's like bear meat. I guess it just have to be cooked right. We probably still got
what, rabbit?
Rabbit and probably 30-40 pounds of that
bear or that
bull. That Jersey bull.
Yeah.
You can't, like, if you make what we're talking about, that bull meat, that Jersey meat. If you take that and you fry it just like regular hamburger meat, and then you mix it into like what's that stuff? That pasta stuff, hamburger helper.
Hamburger helper.
Yeah, I don't like it. It don't taste good. It's just different. I don't like it. But like if you mix it with regular meat or something, it changes it a little bit. But just to eat it by itself or like that, I just don't like it. It just tastes too different for me. It tastes, I don't know, off. It tastes off for some reason. But I would like to try duck though, for sure.
Yeah.
Said mango was making him hungry. Now I'm starting to get hungry too.
You're always hungry. We need to check out that place in Newport.
Yeah, Newport, the Bargain Barn. I think I've heard of it, but I ain't never been there.
There was something else we were gonna try in Newport. Oh, them sheds and stuff we were gonna check out.
No, the tiny homes.
Tiny homes.
Yeah. There's a place in Newport that we want to do a video on. It's like a tiny home community over there.
Move the tail off oil fans from the duck. BBG on the grill.
Getting used to with fresh for sure. It's very good. Yeah, just I don't know what it is about it, but it's different. I mean, it's kind of hard for me to explain stuff like that, but it just tastes different to me. It's like I don't know. It's just like a blah type. I don't know. Yeah, it's like I said.
Well, they probably inject so much crap in it that.
But that's what you're used to eating, though, is the thing. Nowadays, you eat so much crap, you don't know if you're eating something good or bad for you, don't you?
Probably more bad than good if you get it from the grocery store.
Well, it's just like our chickens. If we eat those, I mean, we don't know what's in the feed that we've been feeding them things. I mean, we can't say that. And I do put soy in their meal, in their feed, and all that stuff. So I mean, you really can't. They're gonna get you one way or another. They're gonna get you.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that's the plan with our chickens. We got, like I said, I got 30 of those Isa Reds or Isa Browns, whichever color it is. I think they're browns, Isa Brown. But I always thought they was red chicken. But anyway, whenever they get down, they're about, I'd say they're probably 2 years old now, all of them, because you get them when they're a year and a half old out of the chicken house, and that's how we got them. But we'll probably keep them another year, year and a half, 2 years, something like that. And then all those will go in the freezer, and I'll just replace them with more, because I can get those things cheap.
Then we need to get these rabbit cages up too.
Yeah, I got some pretty nice little rabbit cages I built. I need to get those moved from Waynesville
to down here.
To the property, yeah.
And then we'll put stock them with rabbits again.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
Well, at least one or two of each. We had red New Zealand, white New Zealand,
yeah,
and Californian is the three we had last time.
The New Zealand rabbits are really good. I mean, as far as meat rabbits and stuff.
Yeah.
But a lot of people do videos on, like, cutting up meat and all that stuff. I mean, there's hundreds of thousands of people that's interested in something like that. I mean,
Right.
if it gets that kind of view count, I guess I'd chop one all the crap, I guess. I don't know.
I know when he first started putting them in the freezer, I couldn't handle that. I could handle mating them and having them as pets and all that, but when he started killing them and putting them in the freezer, at first it was pretty hard. And then I got used to it.
You ain't never seen nothing like it.
No.
You don't even eat pinto beans. You can't even say your country.
I'm country. I like fried taters.
If fried taters is one thing, pinto beans is another.
Yeah, I don't
You
like
can't even say your
beans.
country if you don't like pinto beans.
I don't like pinto beans, and I don't like
That
cornbread.
ain't even American to say you don't like pinto beans.
I don't like cornbread neither.
Well, see, there you go, right there.
I eat it, but I don't like it.
Yeah, that's just wrong.
I'd rather have homemade bread.
Well, ain't nothing wrong with that, but do you like ramps?
Yes, I eat ramps with you all the time.
I didn't know if you eat them or not. I can't remember.
It's just a wild onion. I
Yeah.
like onions.
Yeah, you Arkansas or Southern Ohio? Do you guys Know what a ramp is? I mean, I'm sure you do, but you ever had any?
My grandfather would eat
Young
rabbits only.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's kind of the way we do too. We put them in when we was raising rabbits, but they're the ones we was using to raise. They're all like in the freezer now too. So, well, they was. We eat them, but
I think we have 4 or 5 left.
yeah, maybe in the freezer. But like I said, what I was getting at about the rabbits, you go down here and go grocery in Waynesville, and you can buy a whole rabbit, for $4. So I mean, you're kind of.
Oh yeah, our electric bill in Waynesville's every bit of $500.
A ramp. Yeah, it's like a wild onion. You never. Exactly. How do you not like cornbread and pinto beans?
I don't like it.
You can't even say your country. You can't even say that.
I'd rather have fried potatoes and homemade bread.
But yeah, $500 a month. The house in Waynesville, it's got wood heat too, but mainly electric heat. So like, it don't really get that cold in the house, but we run electric heat a lot, like especially when we're gone. And the power bill up there is what, $300-400 a month.
Sometimes 5.
And I did have one hit $700 one time there, but so that is the beauty of the off grid. You know what I mean? It's very expensive
to get the solar going.
To get the solar going, but to me, the way I look at it is
it pays itself off.
Well, not really that. It's just I'd rather buy it and pay for it. I don't look at it as like an expense. Like I just get it and pay for it, and then hook it up. Just with the thought of knowing I don't have to pay anybody else to use theirs. I'll have my own. You know what I mean? That's just the way I look at it.
Never heard of it. Ramp. Yeah, it's just a wild onion. Lord,
yeah, look that up, Arkansas. All it is is a wild onion.
Mhm. And they're good.
It's kind of like just onion that's got kind of a little bit of heat to it. Kind of. I mean, it's spice type, but.
Well, it's like a long onion. It's not like round like onions usually are. They're like long.
Yeah. They're just called ramps.
Fried taters.
I think you can probably order them online. Like, the places that deliver food. I bet you could order them things.
I don't know.
It's like they only grow like in the shady side of the kind of the shady side of the mountain. But they only sell them like spring. You don't get them in spring because that's when they're out. But they come out.
Always got them from like the produce stands or
yeah. Here you can buy them at produce stands.
Produce stands, or your brother brought you some that couple times.
Like the ones in my yard. Nah. I probably wouldn't eat those. I mean, because a real ramp won't grow just in your yard like it. It grows on the side of a mountain like in the shade. Well, I mean, unless you're on the side of a mountain in the shade, I guess. I don't know. But I don't think I've ever heard of a ramp in Arkansas though. Might have to Google that. I don't know if they. How big are they? They're about the size of a green onion, like what they call a bunch onion. The green onions with the 2 green stems on it or whatever. They're about that size, maybe a little bit bigger. And the bigger they get, the hotter they get. I mean, they don't get, like the bulb on them probably gets yay big. About size, the biggest one's probably the size of a quarter.
It says plus we lose
AEP electric at least 4 or 5 times a month.
Solar saved us and our freezers a lot.
Yeah.
Well, even our place in Waynesville, at one time you had solar on them run to the freezer and the refrigerator.
We do not have them. I'd say you probably order them. I would tell you I'd send you some, but like I said, you can't get them until like spring. Here, I mean, they don't come up in like spring. The thing is, people go dig ramps here. They call them ramp diggers, but they go out and get them, and they actually cut like the roots off the end of the onion, and they put those back in the ground. That way they grow again the next year or so.
Southern Ohio said that they're going to grow some.
Yeah, you know, back in the day when we went to school, my daddy would always have ramps and stuff. But my daddy would actually like cut the green part off and put the bulbs in a jar and freeze them in the freezer in a quart jar. And we get up and we open up them jars and we get like 4 or 5 of them out and eat it. We go to school and they'd send us back home. They call Mom and Dad come get us because you can't. They didn't like once you come to school smelling like that. It's a real strong smell.
I ain't never heard of that.
Yeah, you smell.
But we don't keep them around long enough to keep them in a jar. We always eat them as quick as we get them.
You could smell them. I mean, you could.
Oh yeah, I mean I know.
But no, I mean back in the day, you eat a handful of them before you went to school. They'd send you to the house. They wouldn't play with you.
That's messed up.
But yeah, Arkansas, Google that and see if you can, like somebody might send you some or something. You need to try them if you ain't never tried them, if you like onions, for sure.
Well, if not, when we get some in the spring, get a hold of us and we'll send you some.
Yeah. Yeah, in the springtime, if you get a hold of them in the spring, and I'll get some.
We'll send you some. I ain't never ate them with cheese. We just eat them plain by themselves, or we cook them in foods.
Yeah, when I was growing up, I didn't like onions, but I mean here recently, last say 10 years or so, I really got to where I like them.
And I got the grandkids eating them raw onions like apples.
Yeah. But they grow on you for sure. We want to grow them next year for sure. We do love our onions and peppers. I grow like hot peppers and make hot sauce out of them.
Yeah, if anyone likes hot sauce, Chris makes.
Yeah, I make hot sauce. I don't eat it because I'd be in hospital if I ate it because it's so hot. But
he makes Carolina Reaper sauce.
Here's a bottle of the hot sauce I make. I don't know if you can see that too good in there, but that's it. I make that stuff every year. Why I have this in here, I don't know.
Even in high school, Tescola would send you home for eating them.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I went to Smokey Mountain and they never did.
I bet you didn't eat no ramps before you went to school neither. Yeah, Winesville Middle School, and I went to Winesville Middle.
Well, I probably didn't eat enough to do anything because I'd eat 1 or 2 back then. Now I can eat.
What, an onion or a ramp?
The long onions.
That's onions, that ain't ramp.
But I eat the ramps now too, though.
Yeah. Yeah, they'd put you to the house over that. No, they didn't play that stuff. But y'all get the springtime, because people around here, they just like go get them out of the thing and they like sit in Walmart parking lots and stuff like that selling them.
Or at the produce stands.
Or at the produce stand, yeah. A lot of people, that's how they make side money here. Well, in Winesville, they go dig them ramps off the mountain and come, like I said, and sit in Walmarts and the store parking lots, or they post them on Facebook Marketplace now. They'll like take an order and then they go dig up enough to they what they call a bunch of them. I think they put 15 or 20 in a little bunch and put a rubber band on it like onions. And the flakes are for cooking. Yeah. Yeah, I do that too, but really I make the hot sauce. I don't eat it, like I said, because it would probably kill me if I eat it. But I like making it and getting other people to eat it. And
he makes the Carolina Reapers out of the Carolina Reapers that we grow, but like the habaneros that we grew,
I put those in pickles.
He put them in pickles and I put them in my salsa.
Yep.
And then the red, yellow, and green onions, or red, yellow, and green peppers, I also put in my salsa.
We do pickles every year too. We make pickles and put them in quart jars, but we take like it's different, I know, but we take like food coloring and say like the pickles that I put my hot peppers in, like Carolina Reapers and stuff like that. I put it like, you know, like half a pepper, cut it up in pieces and put it down in there with the pickles. But we put red food dye in there to know that it's hot. And people they're not as hot as like saying eating a regular pepper because the vinegar kills a lot of the heat. But they still hot, don't get me wrong. But but people absolutely love them things. Fast as we can make them, they'll eat them. But then we put We do, what was them other flavors we done? The habaneros, we do those like in either blue or orange or something like that. Just kind of dye them just to make them look different. And green, well, we put them in blue. We done the blue ones and the green ones.
We did blue and green pickles last year for like putting out at Christmas time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
red and green, not blue and green. Red and green.
Yeah. Because the red ones had the Carolina Reapers in it, but
Yeah.
it actually dyes the pickle, you know, not the rind around the outside, but the inside of it. It makes it green or red, whatever color you do. It's pretty neat looking. But I've done them in flakes and stuff like that too. One thing about it though, you have to get a say like if you're gonna make hot sauce out of them Carolina Reapers and stuff, I would actually have to take a towel and dip it in water and wrap it around my face and put goggles on to blend them up in the blender.
And I just leave the house until he's done with it.
Yeah, because it's like
it burns my eyes.
it's like setting off a like OC spray or something in your house. You know, it's bad.
It's rough.
Yeah. But then what I'm getting at is though, like the blender you use to blend those up with, you can't use that for anything else at all. Once you blend up Carolina Reapers in it, that's what you have to use it for.
That's the only thing you use that blender for. Because if not, all your food would taste like it.
I ain't made none of them since last year, and I guarantee I can get that blender out in there and put something in it, and it'll be hot. I don't know. I don't know. So we love hot peppers. The hotter, the better. You like WNC? You like hot sauce? Pepper with beans, cornbread, onions, turnip greens. Mm-hmm. Sound like you wrote about like I did. I ain't never been much of a pepper eater though. I love growing them just because I like seeing people suffer when they eat them, I guess. But cornbread, onions, and pinto beans, yeah. Mama, if we had like mashed potatoes one day, we'd eat mashed potatoes again the next day, the leftovers. And if there's anything left over from that, the very next day, my mama would make potato cakes out of them and fry those. I mean, you eat it till it's gone.
And I never even heard of a potato cake till you and I got together.
Yeah. Mama call them tater fritters or something like that. That's what she called them. Tater fritters. Then, like beans, she'd fix a big old pot of pinto beans, and she made her biscuits. And they people come from everywhere to eat them biscuits she made. But anyway, you'd eat them pinto beans off the stove, and there'd be like half a pot left for the next day. And what you eat that day, you eat the next day. Now you
So
eat.
he likes the hot sauce.
But you have to get with me one day. I'll give you some of this I make if you want to try it. I think I've got like
Oh my
8 or 10 bottles of it left.
Come on, baby. My little whiner needs in.
Like I said, I don't eat it. I spend a fortune on the little jars, you know, the little hot sauce jars. I order those things like 24 at a time.
Come on.
Then
Come on.
raise the peppers and all the stuff to make it with. I spend a fortune on it and I don't even eat it.
He likes watching all these young kids that think they can eat anything, try it.
Yeah.
Blah, blah,
Kids bring their friends home with them. They think they like hot stuff and I give it to them and they figure out real quick they don't like it too much.
Or they go through a gallon of milk trying to taste it.
Yeah, or you lose a gallon, 2 gallon of milk at a time. Great Northern white beans. That's what you eat whenever you make a
Yeah.
white chili.
Yeah, when I make the white chili. Now, I like northern beans.
Yeah, she makes some kind of white chili out of chicken and white beans
You
and all that
take
stuff.
the northern beans and you cut up chicken and put in with it and make like a white chili.
Says we have been making extra beans and chili so we can freeze and backpack the extra we don't eat. Better than dinners for sure. Yeah.
You can also take them and pressure can them like the chicken and stuff for like 90 minutes. Make white chili or
Yeah.
beef stew or whatever. And if you have a pressure canner, anything meat-wise, do for 90 minutes. Yeah, I like white bean soup. I just don't like pinto beans.
And see, that's what I'm saying. You can't even say your country if you don't even like it. White beans. There ain't nobody around here even knew what a white bean was.
I know what a white bean is.
If you said beans, everybody around here said pinto beans. They know exactly what you're talking about.
No, I don't like pinto beans.
But she mixes chicken with it. What all you put in it? Like cream of chicken soup and.
No, just the northern beans. When you cook your beans in the bag, you mix water in them like you do your pinto beans. You put your onions in it, cut an onion up, put an onion in it, and then you shred your chicken and cook your chicken and throw your chicken in, and that's it. Just let it cook.
A slab of fat back and some pintos. Yep. Rinse your mouth with vodka and spit. The alcohol reduce the burn. I bet it will, yeah.
Now, like when I make my chili, I use pinto beans, but I don't like pinto beans by themselves.
I don't know what to think about.
But when I make chili, I use pinto beans, and I use hamburger meat, and I use the tomatoes, and
I don't know what to think about somebody don't like pinto beans. All right.
not by themselves, no.
Y'all really making me hungry. Yeah, that's the reason I'm still talking about, because I've actually sat here and got hungry, and I'm trying to think about what I want to eat.
If you give him another 10 minutes, he'll be getting off of here so he can go make something to eat.
Yeah, I'll have me some pintos in a crock pot here in a little while for tomorrow. It actually sounds pretty good.
And you've been saying you were going to make them for a week.
Yeah, I know.
And you still ain't done it.
I used to make pinto beans
Every
have them
Sunday.
every Sunday. That was like a religious thing for me, is to have pintos, put them on Saturday, and eat them Sunday evening.
You did that every week when we first got together, and you stopped.
That's because you didn't eat pintos.
I always made something else, though.
That's whenever, like I was saying, the ramps. You take those ramps and you eat them like a regular onion. Just cut the green part off and just hold it like a regular onion. Eat it with them pinto beans and cornbread. Mm-hmm. And me too. Pinto beans tomorrow for sure. Yeah.
Chris will say that, but he'll be talking about it again tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll probably bring it up tomorrow too. Your bean recipe sounds like mine, but I use a ham hock. Yeah.
You can, yeah.
Do you even know what a ham hock is?
Yeah, it's like when you cook the ham, the bone off of it.
Yeah.
I know exactly what he's talking about. Mister. That's how Daddy used to make it.
Mm-hmm.
He'd throw the ham bone in it.
That's what it is.
Yeah, I know.
I would have started as young. Yeah, if I didn't eat pintos and cornbread. Yeah, if I didn't eat pintos, cornbread, mashed taters, or biscuits, something like that. And the mashed potatoes my daddy grew the potatoes in the garden, and we had a place in our bathroom, like a closet in the bathroom. The head would he actually went there and built like a wood bin. He'd go dig them taters up and take them in there in that closet and dump them in there. And that's where
Almost like the thing I asked you to build.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
But that's where they kept them.
But we wouldn't store it in the bathroom. But
my mama made so many biscuits every day, like every day and every week. Like she made biscuits like 3 or 4 times a day. She made so many, my daddy had to buy her one of the big metal trash can with a lid on it to put flour in. That's how much flour she kept. What do you think of?
Come on.
Looks Maxine.
Well, get up here. Come on. Ah.
I'm not. Oh, Joe, Mama. That's I'm not sure what you're talking about. Looks Maxine.
I don't know what that means.
Oh no, I'd never put a potato in my beans to take the gas out. I would never do that. So that's the whole purpose of eating them. No, I take a like either like if I'm gonna cook a pound or 2 pound bag of pintos, I just put them in a bowl and wash them good, because you still find little rocks in them, so you have
and
to
then
wash them.
strain them.
And then strain them. And then I just put them straight in the crock pot. And I tell you like, a little secret I like to do with my pintos too. And now I'm getting hungry, but I put beef
cubes.
bouillon cubes in my pinto beans. If you get the little square ones, the little ones like getting a little jar, I put 5 of those in it. And I actually put those, and I put the way that I make mine is I put garlic, just a little bit of garlic in them.
Well, we put garlic in everything we make. I put garlic in everything.
But dreaded the tater cakes made with the leftovers. Yeah, that's what I was saying. My mom, if we had potatoes left over, they was tater cakes the next day. She'd take and roll them things up in flour and mash them like a biscuit, and she'd fry them in the frying pan. Still tastes like a tater to me. I don't know. But it's like, I don't know. It's kind of like a biscuit tater, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain. It had like a crust on the outside, but the inside of it still tasted like mashed potatoes. But yeah, I like putting I put garlic powder in my pintos, and I put like 5 bouillon cubes in it. Beef bouillon cubes.
And an onion.
No, I don't like mixing onions in them when I cook them. That's
Right.
just the way I cook them. Then salt. You put a little bit of salt
You
in
did the
them.
onion on the side, yeah.
I do the onion on the side. I don't cook the onion because it won't be no good that way. I like eating raw onions with pintos and cornbread. But I'll tell you what, I don't like sweet cornbread. I ain't never liked sweet cornbread. I like just plain Jane cornbread.
That's why you take your corn, make your cornmeal, and make your own.
Mm-hmm.
You don't cheat and buy cornmeal. You do it yourself.
I want to grind some. I'm gonna take
Pinto beans.
grind some pinto beans and make bread out of that and see what it tastes like. They say it's pretty good. I don't know, but I like to try it.
Well, who was it that said they wanted us to do a video and show them? Betty, was it maybe?
Did what?
Wanted us to show a video when we do our pinto beans
Oh,
in the
yeah, yeah.
grinder.
A tater pancake, yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was. They're pretty good though. I mean, you're growing up and that's all you knew, you know what I mean? When I grew up, if you didn't eat it, you'd starve to death. I do not think so. No, it does not. Sugar and cornbread, absolutely not. That's like meat. I don't like anything to do with sweet on a meat. I don't like it. Well, we gotta eat. It's late. I'm usually snoring by now, says the wife. Keep this up. I love it. I'll share your channel for sure. You guys are down there. We love it. All right. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for sharing it.
Yeah,
Thanks for
thank
watching.
you.
Yeah.
Well, we won't be able to stay on much longer. I got to be up at 6.
Yeah, what time is it?
Midnight.
Is it really? Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah, it's midnight, and I got to be up at 6.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll probably stay on about 5-10 more minutes and we'll get off too, so.
Yeah.
Lord, we've been on here an hour and 43 minutes.
Yeah. We can always try to come back on tomorrow if they want us to.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll try to jump back on tomorrow night too. Just
About what, 8?
8 or 9, yeah.
Yeah, try about 8, 9.
Yeah, we'll try to jump back on tomorrow. Maybe we'll have something better to talk about besides pinto beans and tater cakes.
Good night. Have a good night.
Yeah, good night. Oh, wow, yeah. We'll try to get back on here tomorrow, but sound like we grew up about the same, yeah.
You.
Yeah. Well, me, her, she was a little spoiled brat.
I still am.
Why is background black? Because I got the background's black because I'm using
He's trying to play with this computer.
I've got a thing that records the screen. A program, it's called OBS Studio. And it actually, like, say if you want to do like a news video, like where you record the screen and talk about it, I guess you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I got the picture on there, but I got to reboot the computer to get the background turned back right some way or another. I don't know. Turn the program off, but if I turn the program off, then I lose live. I went live before I realized I needed to not do that. I kind of messed it up before I went live, just to be honest with you.
Basically, he got to messing with the computer and don't know how to fix it.
Yeah, something like it. Well, I know how to do this. So I did have this here on there.
Basically, he knows how to change it, just not back to our kitchen.
Yeah. But if I leave this on here long enough, it'll make me feel like...
You're on fire?
Yeah, well, that or...
I mean, it looks like you're on fire.
I feel like I'm back in the 70s eating acid or something, I guess. I don't know. The Woodstock days. I ain't never ate acid, but I guarantee that's about what you'd see if you did. Basically, back in the 70s, I bet it was good. Straight strychnine rat poison. It's hot in here.
I got the heater on. And I shut the door so it all stay in. That's why my dog run in here, because it's nice and cozy.
I can do...
Now what are you doing? That's not working. Yeah, that's not working either.
Well, you can drag this out and make us bigger, see?
Oh. Okay.
I can do all that, but I have to basically turn that program off. But if I turn that program off, it kills the live feed. So, I think that's the way it works. But anyway, guys, thank y'all for coming on. I guess we're gonna jump off here too. We gotta get up in the morning.
Yeah, 6 o'clock comes early.
So, but we can also change media source. I think I deleted that. Oh yeah, I deleted that one. Yeah, I had that other one that said Smokey Mountain Off Grid on there, but I don't know what I've done with it now.
You done lost that screen too.
Yeah. So.
Have a good night.
Yeah, have a good night, Arkansas. Yeah, we did too. We'll be back on probably tomorrow night. Yeah, we'll try to get back on tomorrow night for at least a little while. We're just sitting around bored tonight.
If the internet works.
Yeah, if the internet works. Yeah. It seems to be working good tonight for some reason. But anyway, guys, thank y'all for coming on.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll catch everybody tomorrow.